Ryder Kane heard the diner door slam open like a gunshot. After 20 years leading the Steelhawks, he'd learned to read trouble by sound alone. A small shadow darted past the counter, moving like a hunted animal. Then she was under his table. Tiny fingers gripped his ankle. "Please don't tell him I'm here." Headlights swept across the windows. A black Aston Martin pulled up with aggressive precision. Marcus Vaughn entered with 2 bodyguards, claiming his stepdaughter had run away. "Lena, she's confused. Not well. I need to get her home safely." Under the table, those fingers squeezed tighter. Something cold settled in Ryder's chest. He'd seen enough liars to know one when he heard them. "Been here an hour. Seen a lot of coffee. No kids. She's sick," Vaughn said, edge beneath the polish. "Without her medication, she could drop dead right in front of us." Ball interrupted. Vaughn placed a business card on the table. "Vaughntech Industries. When you find her, there's a $10,000 reward. And gentlemen, interfering with a parent's rights is a serious crime." After the Aston Martin disappeared, Ryder looked down. 2 brown eyes stared up from the shadows, wide and terrified, but also sharp. "He's gone. Come on out, little one." She crawled out slowly. Pink backpack, torn jeans, couldn't have weighed more than 70 pounds. "Thank you for lying. My stepdad wants to kill me," she said it mattered. Then she reached into her backpack and pulled out a thumb drive wrapped in pink ribbon. In a child's handwriting, Mummy said, "If anything happens, give this to someone brave." Her name was Lena. She'd been running since her mother Helen's funeral 3 days ago. Mummy got sick fast. The doctors said it was her heart. But Marcus smiled at the funeral. When everyone was crying, he smiled. Max recognized the thumb drive. Vaughntech Executive Encryption. "I used to work there before Vaughn bought the company and gutted it. 300 of us laid off Christmas Eve." He stared at Lena. "Your mum was Helen Vaughn." "Helen Park," Lena corrected quietly. She never changed her name. Marcus didn't like that. She pushed up her sleeve, revealing finger-shaped bruises. "He searched my room the night after the funeral. When I asked what he was looking for, he grabbed my arm and said I took something that belonged to him. I waited until he went to sleep, took the emergency money Mummy hid. $67. The drive contained everything. Financial records going back 5 years, shell companies, fake charities, payoff ledgers. The Vaughn Foundation up front with 95% of donations going into Vaughn's pocket. Worker exploitation, safety violations, illegal firings, audio recordings of Vaughn. I don't care if they're loyal. Loyalty doesn't show up on quarterly reports. Cut the dead weight." Helen's journal entries, written like letters to her daughter Lena. "My flower. If you're reading this, I'm sorry I couldn't protect you myself. Your stepfather is a dangerous man. I've documented everything. Please give this to someone brave enough to fight him." The date was 2 weeks before she died. "He destroyed our town," Max said quietly, "and he was going to kill that little girl to cover it up." Ryder looked at each of his brothers. "We could give this to the police, the FBI, or we handle it ourselves. Tear down his empire piece by piece until there's nothing left for him to hide behind." 5 hands rose without hesitation. The plan came together quickly. Mac got hired by Vaughntech Logistics, documenting knockoff products and exploited workers. Snake joined a construction crew, recording safety violations and fabricated inspections. Ryder befriended Vaughn's PR director, learning the charity work was minimal. Perception is reality. An investigative journalist received an anonymous package. The article went viral. Humanitarian hero or corporate con. Meanwhile, Lena became Hope. She cleaned the clubhouse, taught Mercy the pit bull to trust again, wrote notes to each biker. "Dear Mr. Kane, please be safe today. Love, Lena." Bull kept every note in his vest pocket. The first safe house burned on a Tuesday. Bull grabbed Lena seconds before Garrett's men kicked in the door. They moved her between 12 locations over 3 weeks, always ahead by hours, sometimes minutes. Lena learned to sleep in moving vehicles, to pack in 30 seconds. She grew thinner, quieter, the spark dimming with each narrow escape. Stock prices told Vaughn's story. Vaughntech dropped 37% in 3 weeks. Major investors demanded emergency meetings. Every news cycle brought fresh allegations. But Vaughn couldn't let it go. "She's just a child," his lawyer said. But this was about control. "We've tracked them to Mama Joe's diner," Garrett reported. "Then we end this tonight." At Mama Joe's, Lena sat drawing motorcycles with wings. Ryder found her small shoulders hunched with exhaustion. "Are we leaving again?" "Why are you doing this?" she asked. "You don't know me. I'm nobody special." Ryder tilted her chin up. "You're kinder than most grown-ups I've met. You clean clubhouses and write notes and taught Mercy to trust again. Because if we can't protect one good kid from a monster, then what the hell are we even doing on this planet? She launched herself at him, crying for the first time since that night in the diner. Black SUVs just rolled into town. Mama Joe burst in. 10 minutes, maybe less. But this time, they weren't running. Garrett's men surrounded the diner. Inside, the bikers sat calmly, checking their watches. Synchronized. 300 miles away. Marcus Vaughn stood at a podium before 250 investors and journalists. This gala was his redemption. The presentation screen flickered. Helen Vaughn appeared. My name is Helen Park, and I'm making this video because I believe my husband is going to kill me. The room erupted. Financial documents scrolled past. Audio recordings played. Images of warehouse facilities with child laborers. Shipping manifests. Bribery, evidence. Then Ryder's voice. Marcus Vaughn. You built an empire on the backs of broken people. You murdered your wife. This ends now. Chaos erupted. An SEC investigator made calls. An FBI agent requested backup. The Phoenix chief of police moved toward the stage with handcuffs at Mama Joe's. Garrett's phone exploded with notifications. It's over, Ryder said. By morning, your boss will be broke, disgraced, and probably under indictment. The girl's somewhere safe. Somewhere you'll never find her. Garrett looked at his phone. Vaughn stock suspended. Board members resigning. Criminal investigations announced. Bank accounts frozen. Stand down, he told his team quietly. Marcus Vaughn received 42 years. 6 weeks later, Ryder built Lena a custom motorcycle silver with purple flames. Chrome wings, he said, named after your drawing. Along the gas tank, 5 signatures. We're always riding with you, even when we're not there. With $700,000 in donations from people who heard her story, they founded the Chrome Wings Foundation. There are other kids like me who are scared, Lena said. Maybe we could help them. Mummy always said the best way to honor people who help you is to help other people. Mission statement, providing wings to those who've forgotten they can fly. They helped their first child within 2 months, then more. Each received what Lena had. Safety, skills, family. The clubhouse transformed half biker headquarters, half classrooms and counseling rooms. 8 months after a terrified girl crawled under a biker's table, they rode to a desert overlook. A bronze plaque read, Helen Park mother, whistleblower, hero. She gave everything so others could be free. Lena placed wildflowers. I brought my friends, the ones I told you about. I did what you asked. We're helping other kids now. I miss you so much, but I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. 15 motorcycles and 1 little silver bike formed a line. As the sun touched the horizon, they accelerated. Lena's laughter rang out as Chrome Wings carried her forward. She was flying. Ryder glanced in his mirror. No longer the terrified child hiding under a table, but a girl who'd found her wings. We didn't just destroy an empire, he thought. We built a home. She taught us that courage isn't about being unafraid. It's about being terrified and moving forward anyway. That family isn't about blood. That the smallest person can change everything if the right people believe in them. 3 years later, graffiti covered the abandoned Vaughn building. In letters 10 feet tall, chrome silver with purple flames, the road belongs to the honest, and beneath, Chrome Wings Foundation giving flights to the grounded. A little girl who stood up to a monster. Bikers who chose protection over profit. A mother who documented truth knowing it would cost everything. They'd remember that empires built on lies eventually crumble. That mercy matters. That sometimes the most unlikely heroes wear leather and ride motorcycles. That every child deserves someone with kind eyes who will fight for them. The road belonged to the honest now, and always would.